This is the Action Movie Guys podcast, bringing you action movie reviews from across the decades, plus box office numbers and insight like never before. And now, your hosts of the Action Movie Guys podcast, Alex and Nate.
Welcome, everyone, to episode number 198 of the Action Movie Guys podcast. I'm your host, Nate, and this is my co-host,
Alex Figueroa.
And today, we are moving in. It's October, so you know it's spooky time. It's horror. Everyone's watching horror. Everybody's buying horror. Nobody's watching action but us. We're still watching action, and we're going to be doing a little mix with horror-tinged action movies. This week is a film from 2005, a little video game adaptation called Doom. Alex, I'm pretty sure you've never seen this movie, or it's been a long time. One of the other.
You absolutely right. I have not seen this movie at all.
Okay, this came out the year I graduated high school. I saw this at the movie theater with my cousin, and you know, it's a different time. I was 18. The way I felt about it then is different than how I feel about it now. I'm looking forward to talking about it with you since it is a first time watch for you. But before we go into the review, let's just give you a little bit of the old Rotten Tomatoes critics and audience scores, and you're not gonna believe this. They're not amazing. They're not great.
Okay.
This sitting at a incredible 18% critic score. 18. Ooh. Pretty low. And it's sitting with a 34 with audiences. So not good. But compared to 18, not bad. You're right.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Compared to 100, pretty bad.
Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad.
So not amazing, not a very well-loved film, but it got a 4K. We got him, and we're going to review it for you. So let's go ahead. We're going to start off lead character, an actor I know you like.
Yeah.
Karl Urban. Go ahead. Take it away. What did you think?
I like her. We all know here. That's my boy. I love him. My man Dredd. I love him in The Boys. Okay, in this movie, huh? Oh, it starts. Oh, my man Bones. I can't forget him. He's Bones. So he plays Reaper. That's the name of his character, okay? They all have these weird names, named after whatever. The Rock is Sarge, and then it goes on from there. Now, Reaper, he plays Reaper. His character, so it's weird. It was weird to get, like, the feet off of him. Because, to me, The Rock was more the lead in this movie, because he's the bigger name. But we do know his character continues to move on. So, with Kurt Urban, he was loyal. I'll say that. He was a loyal. His sister, which is played by Miranda Frost from 007. That's how I know her.
Rosamund Pike. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, she's gorgeous.
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl. Yeah. She's gorgeous. And that's his sister. So they're little butt heads here and there. But honestly, I can't read much on it. Like, he was good in the action scenes. I cannot read off of him because I think the script did not utilize their acting. I mean, his acting, because we know how good he is. It's not like he's horrible. Like, he's really a good actor. But this script didn't do justice to this dude because, honestly, I could not feed off this. This dude, I don't know what the hell. First of all, I didn't know I was watching. I'm going to be really honest with you. This movie had like 20,000 plots, and I was like, what am I going with here? I don't even know what to say because, like, I was so low. I gave him a 3 because Kurt Urban, his character was good. I just did not know, like, I know Dutch flew with the movie. This dude looked like he was scared at times. He was, like, very quiet to himself. But then when The Rock does stupid things, he's just like, I don't think you should do that. That's not protocol. And then the Sarge is like, well, I could do whatever we want because this is containment time. And I was just like, what is happening here? And this dude is shooting everybody. And Kurt Urban didn't like that. His sister, the scenes between him and his sister, I thought was really good because he was going to be another biologist, but then he decided to be a Marine or a soldier, whatever they were. Yeah. And I kind of liked that whole conflict, but I was just like, I can't give more because this movie didn't give me more to watch on. So I gave him a 3. I gave him a solid in the middle. I gave him in the middle 3. I couldn't go more than that. Yeah.
So I don't know. Did you play Doom, the game?
No.
No? Okay. So I did. I played the original Doom in the 90s. My brother plays the new ones, which are apparently great. This is what happens. Look, video game movies, in general, they've not been great. I just feel like that's because they always choose really weird ones to adapt. Not because there's not material there. And this is what happens when you adapt a first-person shooter. Doom was a first-person shooter, an early one, by the way. You're a lead character who actually has no name. In the original Doom, he has no name. They have gone on to call him Doom Guy. That's how he is known. Like he's just Doom Guy. Because he's not a true, like he has no backstory, and if this movie doesn't feel like that's the case, the only backstory you get is that they're brother and sister. That's it. That is it. You were nicer. I gave him a 2.
Okay.
And that's not a slight on Karl Urban. He's good. I like him. He tried. He looks the part. He's a good actor. This was before I think he reached his peak as far as acting, but he was solid. But man, it's nothing. This is a nothing. I don't even know why I gave him a 2. I could have gave him a 1, but I gave him a 2.
Screwed up. I gave him a 2. I'm right. Well, I was like, wait a minute. Notes. I didn't check my notes.
Yeah.
I gave him a 2. I'm sorry.
Okay.
He's a 2. Yeah.
I was going to say, no, I think it's a 2.
No,
it's just, there's not a lot there. He does his best. He's good in the action scenes. I'll give him that. The performance gets it from, honestly, it could have been a 1, but I think he tried hard and it made me like him a little more. So a 2. All right. Now, main villain. Now, of course, there are creatures in this. So we will talk about them. But the main villain really is The Rock. He turns out to be the main villain of the movie.
Sarge.
My man Sarge. All right, go ahead. What did you think?
2.
Another 2.
Yeah. Let's just I know you love The Rock, so I already know you're going to go crazy and shit.
I love him.
I know you love your Rock. But look, The Rock's acting in this movie, I would say this. You can see he's starting to get better because we've seen the Scorpion King and that was total trash. Yeah. We reviewed it on the podcast and I remember we were shitting all over it. Yep. This one, he got a little bit better. So it is what it is. But the character himself is one of those bonker villains that you play in a video game that he's a nutball. He is just killing everybody known to man. He thinks like, yo, these dudes are not infected and he's just killing everybody. So I kind of knew he was going to be the villain of this film and he was going to get bit. I did like when he turned into the zombie. Zombie Rock was really good. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, Zombie Rock was good. That was pretty cool. If he was a zombie, I don't even know because I never played the game. But
it's supposed to be like a demon.
Okay, so all right, so he's Demon Rock. I thought it was good. I was like, wow, that's cool. In terms of his character, he played it well. The Rock played him very well. But the character himself, like, I didn't care for it. He had no motive. There was no motive because he got bit and all of a sudden he's just a villain. And I know they're trying to escape out of where they were contained and they're trying to go into the world and there was portals and man, it was so confusing. I didn't know what I was watching. I know you played the game, so I didn't know what the fuck I was watching in this. Yeah, it did not help if I didn't.
You still won't know what's going on.
I don't know what the fuck. I did the Nate. I was like, what is this? Dude,
what am I watching?
Yeah, I didn't know. The fucking doors were water.
It's a big water drop.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. Look, like I said, the villain himself, when they showed the villain, I was like, this is pretty cool, but then he ran. So I said, what the fuck is this? So they kept running. Then they had the demon zombie thingies, which I thought that was actually, to be honest, it reminded me of Resident Evil for part 1. Remember when they opened up the doors and they all started coming out?
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool. I was like, wow, this is actually a really cool scene. But then it just dissipated. It just went away. And I was just like, oh boy, here we go. But The Rock and the demons, I gave them a 2. I thought the designs were good at times, but then it was CGI some parts. And
they're not practical though. They used some.
No, it looked great. The practical, the ones on the slab, I thought it was cool. The tongue and all that. But man, let me just tell you, I didn't know. Again, it's hard for video games. If you don't play the video games, it's really hard to get into these storylines. And I don't know what the hell I was watching with Doom, but yeah, The Rock was a 2.
Okay. So I gave the villain factor
a
3. Not much higher. I know I like The Rock, but only a little bit higher. I did like him in this movie. And it was interesting because if you really look at his whole filmography, he's never the villain. He's always the good guy. You know what I mean? So it was kind of neat, especially at the time. It was very novel because in wrestling, I grew up a wrestling fan and I grew up a Rock fan as far as wrestling, which is one of the reasons I support him to this day as an actor. If Bret Hart, my favorite wrestler when I was a kid, started making movies, I'd love Bret Hart movies, probably. So, I like him, but it was cool to see him. He was dropping F-bombs. I was like, what the heck? The Rock? What is this? This is not the Rock I know. He wasn't as jacked as he is now, but he was like pretty jacked in this movie, you know? And he's half of the movie, he's a good guy. You know what I mean? And then he's like, you know what? Mission over everything. We got to kill everybody. Now, the demon element of this, because that's the horror part of this. And to be honest, I'll save it for action. But yeah, I thought they looked cool when they were practical. I like the design. They're mutated. They're basically like mutated possessed humans. So like whatever they had when they were humans, they still have it, but they're all like big and monstrous. The wheelchair guy was the funniest one. That he looked hilarious when he turned into a monster when he was in the first person mode. He looked like a pig. He kind of looked like a pig with no back legs, and he had wheels for legs. But I like the design. That there is a creature that looks kind of like that in the games, so that was neat. It was like there's some nods. I give it a 3. It's not great, but I did like seeing The Rock play the villain, and to me it seemed like he was having fun getting to do it. You know what I mean? So it made me enjoy him a little more. It's still not that good. I probably could go with it 2 as well. I'm just going to give it the bump because I am a fan, and I thought it was cool to see him in the role. And he's crazy. You're right. He's a psychopath. He literally just is like, nope, we got to kill everybody. And the guy's like, there's 20 people in that room. I told him to wait here. And he shoots him. He's like, oh, you didn't kill him? Boom, you're dead. So also he has the BFG, which is from the game, the big effing gun, which is great. That gun is enormous. So just the fact that he got to wield that thing, even though he missed at the very end, he's like, I got 1 round. And he totally misses. That was pretty bad, but I give him a 3. Okay, action scenes.
So the action, I gave it 3. I was in the middle on this one. I enjoyed the action. There were certain parts of the movie. I mean, it's not an action movie, so let's just be honest with you. They tried to be an action movie, but did not fall flat on a lot of things. This dude got stabbed with some shit. I don't know what the hell it was, and it went straight first person, and that did not look good. I don't care
that
what
was supposed to be the stuff that... So
Yeah.
what he got shot with was what those people have in them, but if you're a bad person, you're evil, it turns you all whatever.
Yeah.
And it's almost like the super soldier serum, how it turns Red Skull into a Red Skull, and it's kind of like that idea.
Well, that
Makes him
seemed
super.
horrible. That thing was horrible. I
first
guess
person?
Yeah, I did not like it. If you're a fan of the game, I will absolutely understand if you love that sequence. I did not like that sequence at all. It looked way too jittery. Not jittery, like it just looked weird. It did not work for me. I've seen better first person views in movies, and that was not one of them. For me, it did not look good. He was just like, oh yeah. And and he's like, where are you? Looking for his sister, and he's shooting. Honestly, it started to make me sick throughout some of the scenes. I started getting nauseous because I was like, this thing is weird. It looked like those bootleg video games that you played in a pizzeria. You know what I want? Like the ones that you grab the gun and you put like 50 cents in and you play the gun and it's like House of the Dead or whatever it is, and then you see them come out and you have to shoot them and everything. It looked like one of those low budget scene games.
Yeah.
Did not work for me the first person. I think it would have been way better if it was third person and seeing Kurt Urban do everything. I mean, again, that's where almost all the action was. The Rock versus him, power versus power. I thought that was a pretty cool fight. I mean, it was far-fetched, but again, these guys had demons in them, so it kind of worked for what it was. I enjoyed the fight. Anything with The Rock, because you knew he was doing it, and Kurt Urban was doing it too. It did not look CGI. You could tell he was actually getting the lumps in. So I liked that fight. I did like when they showed the zombie dudes coming around. I enjoyed that. Even the dude that was taking the shit and the guy came from the top and grabbed him, which is funny because isn't he one of Rob Zombie's boys?
Yeah, Richard Brake.
Yeah, Richard Brake. I always liked him. He actually pretty
funny.
cool. Yeah, he was funny. Like those scenes were cool and everything. So I didn't nitpick. I put it down the middle. I just thought the first person did not work for me, but I gave it a 3 though. I thought that was enough action.
Okay, so yes, action. So I agree here's the thing. The game is an action game. It's a shooting game. And the new ones especially, they are non-stop running, shooting. There's barely any parts where you're just like walking around. And this movie, again, this is 2 episodes in a row. This movie has a lot of walking around. There's a lot of walking around in dark hallways. And that's where I feel like they were really literally trying to make a horror movie and then put some action scenes in it instead of blending the genres.
Yeah.
You know, Underworld, I feel like blends the genres. Resident Evil blends the genre, right? It's zombies, but it is an action movie, but it is a horror movie. This is like trying to be both, and then it ends up being like neither, if that makes any sense.
No, I understand what you mean.
Yeah, you got these long stretches that they're trying to do suspense, like, oh, there's a shadow, there's a creature, there's some eyes, you see the little eyeballs and it's all dark, and then there's a million eyeballs. You get scared, but it's not very scary, right? And then when there's action, it's like little short bursts of action until the end. The third act, there's a good amount. The first person scene. Now, when this happened, I remember like people talk about like, that is the scene, you know, and this is 2005. So, you know, CGI was used, but it's not what it is now and things like that. I thought it it was okay. I didn't dislike it as much as you. I love the part where that one like old man looking zombie comes up in his face and he just blows his head off. I love it. I could like replay it on the little loop and just keep watching it over and over. It's hilarious. It is a little choppy when he's fighting the thing up close. Like you can't really tell what's going on. And then I do like the chainsaw part. Like there's parts of it I like. I think if they did it now, it would be way cooler.
Yeah, a little better, yeah.
But I think they did an okay job, to be honest with you. It's not amazing, but it was okay. I do like the last fight. I like the fight with The Rock. You're right. The physicality is great. He does a little kip up when he's on the floor. Pops right up. You know, he learned that from his wrestling days. He could do it. So I agree. I gave it a 3 as well. There's one or two parts where I was like, okay, this is picking up a little bit. Like there's like a lot of shooting. Okay. And then it goes on those long stretches of just nada. Just walking in the water, looking at science. And I'm like, what is this? Go back. So anyway, 3 for me, 3 for you. Okay, I've been waiting for this. Storyline.
1.
Okay.
Look,
okay.
I know you played the game. I know you know the ins and outs of Doom. I'm gonna be honest with you. In terms of the movie adaptation of it, is god awful. Like I never played it, but it was. I did not know what I was watching. And all jokes aside, we could laugh or whatever. I did not know what I was watching. The beginning of the movie was a rescue mission. From a rescue mission, it became a virus broke out. From a virus breaking out, dudes started getting attacked, and then they started to become zombies. But now you told me they were demons, and then it just became a serial killer because then The Rock started killing everybody. So then it became like another plot hole on top of a plot. So honestly, like for me, I hate movies that give you 20 plots into one. Like give me one solid plot. Like if it was going to be rescue people, a virus is loose, then give me that. Like I'm okay with it. You didn't give me that. You gave it to me in terms of the virus was loose because you see the monster coming in. The guy records his message. We got that. Then other than that, the movie just started to switch around. The Rock has his mission, which we don't know because, you know, what it is. But I don't know. To me, honestly, I know you're going to go in. You're going to go. I couldn't connect with the movie at all. Like even with watchable crap, there's something to attach to go, wow, this is enjoyable for what it is. I couldn't. In terms of storyline, I couldn't. In terms of everything else, if I'm going to rewatch this, it's just for pure Kurt Urban and just mindless shit that I don't even care for. But in terms of storyline, it's a 1, dude. I couldn't.
Yeah, so the game, check this out. The makers of the game, here's what they were going for. Literally, big fan, okay? The maker of the game, I remember I read about it years ago. He was a huge fan of Dungeons and Dragons, and then he wanted the game to be a mixture of The Evil Dead 2, specifically The Evil Dead 2, and Aliens. That's what he liked. Now, if you play the game, you might get that vibe because it's a shooter, it's a running, Aliens is a shooter video game, essentially. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then the Evil Dead aspect of the demon, because there's a portal to hell in the game. Like, the game is way more, like, I guess, evil. Because, like, there's a portal to hell, there's all this other stuff, and the demons come in, and they can go from body like Evil Dead kind of path. So, it makes sense there. This is not what you get in this movie. What you get in this movie, I 1,000,000% agree with you. I didn't know, and I've seen this movie. It's been a long time, but I've seen it. I didn't know what was going on ever. I'm like, what? Wait a second. They're going on a mission. They're like, use deadly force, blah, blah, blah. But they don't say what the freaking mission is. Then they get there. I really don't know what they were really gonna like ultimately do. And then they end up just being like, well, we gotta kill everybody. And we gotta take the data of these people working on these, like using this virus thing. And then there's like the Lucy, the bones, where they're like, it was mutated and, whatever. And I'm like, I gave it a 1 too, by the way. I agree with you. It's horrible. It's really horrible. It is the ultimate downfall of this movie. What should have been very dumb fun has a script that is so just ridiculous that it's hard to like enjoy the other elements of the movie. I can't even like The Rock as much as I want to because this script is so stupid. I don't know what he's doing half the time. So what do you get when you have a script like this? A bunch of people walking around hallways, sometimes shooting, and sometimes there's monsters. That's it. That's literally that's what happens in this movie. It's absolutely terrible. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible storyline and script. The dialogue's bad. It's dumb. I give it a 1 as well. Okay, overall.
All right, so overall, Look, you have a great like if you were to put this cast in another movie, it's a great cast. All right,
Yeah.
you got my man Miranda. I keep calling her Miranda Frost. You have that girl,
Rosamund Pike. Yep.
Rosamund Pike. She's amazing in movies. Great actress. Yeah, Kurt Urban. You already know what my man can do in any type of movie. You got The Rock. You know the charisma he brings, whether it's good or bad. Even watching this movie. Then you got the other buffoons, which it doesn't even matter. They did their job, and they were actually pretty good in this low budget movie.
Yeah, they were fine.
Yeah, they were fine. I didn't care for it. You take this cast and you put them in another movie, you'd be like, wow, this is actually a really good movie. But you don't get that. What you get here is a mix of shit thrown at the wall. And then you're going, let's see if it sticks. And we're going to just let the money come because it's Doom. It did not work for me at all. This movie did not work for me. What I will say is it's watchable crap. But in a sense of if you want to destroy 2 hours of your life, this is the movie what you put on. I'm never going to watch this movie. I paid only $20 for this in 4K. By the way, the 4K looks very good. It sounded very great, but the movie's a piece of shit. Like,
Yeah.
it is a horrible movie. I gave it a 2 for decent. It's a decent film if you look at it in a way of you're just watching it to watch it. Now, if you're watching it to get a meaning of something or
enjoyment.
or pure enjoyment, you're not going to get enjoyment. You're literally just, I think if you're doing laundry and you're cleaning the house, this is the movie you put on in the background. This is like one of those greatest hits of shit movies that you just put on while you're cleaning the house. But honestly, I gave it a 2 because of Kurt Urban and The Rock. I think they did very well in this movie, but it was not enough to give it to our 3 and above score. Yeah. So 2.
I agree. I gave it a 2 as well as far as on the overall. Definitely, if you're listening to this, check my Mercari page soon because this 4K will be listed. Like I just can never. I have the digital code. I never, and you're right, it did look good in 4K, but I never see myself putting this in again. Never. Like it's never. There's never a time where I'm gonna go and say I want to watch Doom right now. You know what I mean? And if that day comes, I'm okay watching it on my Vudu. I'm selling this thing or trading it. It's going away. I don't need it on my shelf. You're right. It was cheap, which was good. Smart by Universal. They did a good transfer. It looked great. If you love this movie, I'm sorry if we crapped on it. If you love it, get the 4K. It's nice. I don't love it. I don't think it's that good. I started this off with I saw this at the theater and I'm a different person. Guess what? I didn't like this when I saw it in 2005 either. It was a joke. I was just kidding. I hated it then too. I hated it then and then I hated it now. I remember when it was coming out. I told you the movie sucks. Get it? But then I realized we had to review it. So I was like, all right.
You tricked my ass. It's okay.
It's a piece of garbage, but a 2 because The Rock was fun. You're right. The cast is good. Karl Urban's good. Rosamund Pike, an Oscar nominee now. Heck, if you put them 3 in an action movie now, I'll probably like it.
Yeah.
Even if they did a remake of Doom with someone who knows how to make it, I'll be like, okay. I'm cool with it. Let's try it again. But yeah, this movie's nothing like the game. It's nothing. You need to pick, if you're going to adapt a video game, pick one that already has a story besides like run around and shoot monsters. You know what I mean? Like you can't pick they need to stop doing fighting games and stop doing first person shooters. Do those story games. Last of Us and,
Destiny.
maybe like Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, stuff like that. Like ones that have plots.
Yeah.
This doesn't have a plot. So they had to make one up and it's horrible. 2, what's your overall score?
All right, so look, overall, I gave it a 10. I absolutely agree everything you said. This is a not good movie. Again, it is cheap. It is. I'm keeping it. Like I said, I have it in my collection. I never owned it in Blu-ray or nothing. So, I mean, I'm never going to see it again. Most likely, I'm going to give it away to digital during our Halloween trivia stuff. Someone can win it. But it is just weird, right? Like, if you really think about it, like when you really sit back, this is another video game movie that's really not good. Now, we got Last of Us coming out, HBO Max, and that looks exactly like the game. Yeah. Exactly. The characters talking has the same talk. And I think that's going to be the first show/movie that's going to break that mold where people are going to go, wow, we finally got a good TV show or movie adaptation of a video game. But as of right now, this shit is garbage. This is not a good movie at all. This is not good.
Yeah, I gave it an 11, so I'm only 1 point higher, and that's only for The Rock. That was it. I did it for The Rock. 11, I didn't like it. I still don't like it, and I don't want to watch it ever again, probably. Now, I'm not saying I never will. You're right. I might go to a friend's house. He got Doom on. I'm not going to tell someone else to change their TV. It's their TV.
That's right.
That's the only way I'm seeing this again. Or if, like, I'm like with a nice girl and she's like, I love Doom. Let's watch it. Then maybe I'll watch it. That's it. That's literally the only way. I will never choose to put it in.
You know the crazy thing? This was the unrated extended cut.
I know. And what was it?
What was
maybe it was
it?
bloodier. I don't know. Maybe it was worse. Maybe the regular cut is
It could be
better.
It could be.
Extended, that means they added minutes. This movie's almost 2 hours for no reason. I don't even understand that running time. Anyway, so I gave it an 11. You gave it a 10. Here's what we got coming up next week. We're wrapping up our Predator franchise watch through with The Predator, directed by Shane Black, who of course starred in the first one. And then moving on to our next in our horror tinged action movies, we're going to be doing a little Dog Soldiers, directed by Neil Marshall. This is a werewolf movie. So that is the creature that is like the horror creature. It's like werewolves versus military guys in a cabin. That's pretty much the premise. So I know it's a first time watch for you. I haven't seen it in ages. So we'll be checking that out as well.
Nice. I mean, look, other than that, I can't wait because that's another new movie to watch. And if it's good, it goes on my list. You know, it's funny. You never told me, would that movie Drive good? The action movie? Was it good?
I did not like it. I do not recommend. So here's a little mini Action Movie Guys podcast for you guys, a bonus episode. I saw Drive with Mark Dacascos, whatever is the Iron Chef. Yep.
Yeah.
Kadeem Hardison, Brittany Murphy, R.I.P. I did not like that movie. That is not for me. It is a straight to video movie that they, for some reason, put in 4K. The 4K looks okay. Like it looks like honestly, on my TV, upscaled Blu-ray some look better than this. I didn't like it. You might get a kick out of it though. I think you'll like some of the action scenes. Honestly. All right. The action scenes are good, but the storyline is crap, and there's like jokes, but they're not funny. I didn't like it.
Ugh, there you have it, guys.
So there's a mini review for you.
There
two
you
out
go.
of 2 out of 5.
There you have it. Guys, if you want to follow us on our social media accounts, please follow Nate over on Instagram at NateFlix Reviews. Check out the podcast with him and his friends called NateFlix Movie Reviews. Anything action movie, guys, head over to youtube.com/geeksandflix for the video version of the podcast. And you can also head over to our official website at www.geeksandflix.com. Join the Patreon so you can watch your favorite episodes of your podcast being filmed live. And then, of course, we have merchandise. You can get the Action Movie Guys t-shirts. You guys can get the Geeks and Flicks t-shirts. Also, all the money for that will go back into the channel. And you guys also for the lives Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Other than that, he is your host,
Nate from NateFlix Reviews.
I'm his co-host, Alex Figueroa. Be awesome to each other and geek out.